So
2011.
Yep.
Started, first comp was beginning of March, went up to Bolton and they were doing a push-pull, which was a little charity event for a young girl who needed a couple of operations and whatnot.
Yep.
So I went down there and it was strongman axle for deadlift and a clean and press.
Yeah.
Come first in that.
So 2 of the events in there then.
2 of the events that you would do in strongman, yeah. Nice little crowd, nice little compact place.
Yeah.
Andy Seddon, who runs all the Bolton stuff, invited me down and put a little show on. And
always puts on a good show, by the way.
Does, yeah, definitely.
When I've had a look at that.
Yeah, good guy. I come first place in that, so it was a good day. And I think I did about 250 quid on the getting people to sponsor me for the lifts.
Really?
Yeah, so
they've done a bit of good as well.
And I think they did a couple of grand for the little girl in the end on the day as well.
Isn't that good? How strong man can work.
Exactly, yeah.
You know,
people get together for it, definitely.
You know, obviously something that's
so she had a couple of £1,000 towards her operation.
Lovely,
so
lovely. That's
a good
really
day.
good.
I must admit, again, not to sound too cheesy, but a bit of a warm feel at the end of that day. It was a good day.
You've done something you love, but you've helped someone as well. You know, so you know you can't knock that, can you?
No, definitely not. And then moving on, I went and competed up in Scotland in March, absolutely freezing, at a comp called the Unit. The Strength Shop guys who supply a lot of the guys with their kit put a comp on, so I went up there, took 3rd place in that, was narrowly beaten by Tom Shaw, who's just done well at UK's, and it was quite a static comp, so the squirrel Carl Grant took that one.
Yeah.
Beat Mark Lawson, who's just been at the UK's, and a couple of other guys. Followed that up with a joint 2nd, 3rd on count back at Cheshire Strongest Man.
And who beat you there?
Cy Flint was joint 2nd.
Yeah.
And Luke Fulbrook, who again is going to be popping up very shortly.
Voice of Strongman TV, yeah.
Took 1st place on that day. That wasn't a bad comp. That was a pub outside, decent turnout.
Yeah.
A couple of local lads running it. So again, it was
well run, all good.
Yeah, it was decent. Yeah, not too bad. Couple of weak events in it at the time for me, log and yoke, which let me down a little bit. But you can't be brilliant across the board.
But that's no strongman's good at every event. That's why there's a varied events, and
so
you excel in certain ones.
Working on them.
At least you found out where you've got to find out what your weaknesses are. So
I think the thing is, to do well in strongman, I think you need to be honest with yourself and admit what are your weaknesses.
Yeah.
Leave your ego at the door.
Leave your ego.
And if you're doing events or whatever workout you're doing, concentrate on the weakness.
Yeah.
I'll go into events now, and the first 2 or 3 things I'll do on events are the ones that I'm not the best at, and I know that need improvement. You know, there's no point looking brilliant in training and then falling on your arse on a comp.
Exactly right.
So it's the other way around. Look bad in training, look good in a comp.
And that's sound advice to anyone getting into strongman as well. What you've just said, work on your weaknesses. Don't have an ego. Forget what you're good at. To some extent, and work on what you're not good at, and make that right. You know?
Get yourself good across the board, basically. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Sound advice.
So that's what I've been trying to do as I've gone through the comps, really.
So we moved on.
What else did I do last year? I'm trying to think now. I did the UK North finals again. Oh, sorry. Before that, I went to the Body Power.
Yeah. Body Power Expo.
Denny Felix was kind enough to send me an email and tell me it was on.
Super.
Managed to get a couple of training sessions in and down the yard with Mark Felix and Jack Mack and them as well. Get a good spanking.
So it's good to train with them boys.
Yes, definitely. Good to see where you're at as well against people like that.
Yeah.
And getting advice off Mark Felix about farmers walking deadlifts is definitely not going to do you no harm.
No, definitely. Priceless, that sort of information,
So I went down there with Eddie come down with me and Cole Jones and a few other guys down there. So, solid group, good training sessions.
Superb.
Went to the Body Power. And not to sound like making too many excuses, but moved house a few weeks before the Body Power, so
stressful time.
Put my back out a little bit, moving light things that you wouldn't normally think you would.
Yeah.
Didn't do as well as I should have done, and missed out on the top 10 for the final events of the Stones. There was 25 guys though, and it was the cream of the crop again. Jay Hughes, Jack Mack, Eddie Hall, all the usual suspects.
Good field.
Highlight of the day was after ripping my hand open on the car deadlift. That wasn't the highlight. Mark Felix come over with a little medical kit, and he held my hand open, and Brian Shaw made me look small and helped to apply some glue to my hand. So I had Mark Felix and Brian Shaw looking after my little cut hand.
That's a paramedic team and a half, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
When they told you to stay still,
I definitely didn't move, mate.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So and again, Brian Shaw at the time was number 2 in the world. He's obviously number 1 now.
Yep.
And come over to a guy he's never even met in his life and helped him heal up the hand.
Shows you the mark of the sport and the mark of the man.
There is strongman in a nutshell as far as I'm concerned.
Listen.
An American top level world class athlete comes over to a guy he doesn't know and lends him a hand when he's pissing blood all over the floor.
You can't.
Sorry for.
Don't apologise, mate. It's,
as I say, that's strongman for me. That summed it up.
Yeah, no, that's right. It does. It encapsulates it.
Yeah, definitely.
If that's the longest word I've ever used on this channel.
So missed out on the top 10. A little bit disappointed, but you can't sulk for too long. So went back to the UK North finals. Mark Priest gave me an invite back for making the final.
Yep.
And come third this time, so nice improvement.
Okay, nice to improve.
Trophy, little bundle of cash as well, which always helps.
Nice to have a few quid.
So did that, and final competition of last year went to St Ives, not St Ives in Cornwall, thank God, St Ives in Cambridgeshire.
Okay.
And myself and Luke battled for top spot all the way through, 15 guys. Joint first, and Luke had me on countback. So that's the second time I've been on countback again.
So you haven't beaten Luke yet?
Not yet, no. Actually, in 2010, the UK North qualifier, I beat Luke, and he didn't make the final.
Oh, right, okay.
He's beat me twice back.
He's beat you twice, okay.
So it's 2-1 to him at the moment.
Okay. Watch his space.
Yeah. And that was the final comp of the year, St Ives. I was planning on doing a couple more. But unfortunately I had a little bit of a minor pec tear.
Okay.
Doing a bit of benching. So that wrapped up the season for me for this year, really, to be honest. Okay,
so let's move on then. Okay, one to watch in 2012. That's what this is all about.
Definitely.
You're my one to watch, great.
Yeah.
How do you think 2012 is going to pan out for you? I mean, you've said to me this is going to be a big year for you when it's coming.
I really, without sounding arrogant, I believe that next year is going to be a big year for me. I think 2010 was intro, get your face about, see what it's all about, meet the guys. 2011 was do quite a few comps, test yourself against some good names.
And it's 2011 you decided you're going to be a strongman, like as in not going
stick to it. 2010 was I'm not sure. 2011 was this is the place where I need to be.
Right. Okay.
So 2012 is 100% strongman training, strongman diet, and I really fancy a good strong season for me this year, definitely, and a good few rungs up the ladder. If I was to set a plan out for myself now, I'm gonna no disrespect to competitions, because I appreciate guys who put them on and the money and the time it takes, but I'm gonna cherry pick and do the ones. I
was going to ask you this. You're going to pick and choose your events.
Pick and choose. I'm going to do the ones that are important. I'm going to do the Midlands qualifier that gets you to England's and UK's.
Yep.
I'm going to do the UKSC qualifier that gets you to England and possibly the Arnolds.
Yep.
And I'm going to do England's most powerful man. And at the moment, that is my only plans, is to do those big competitions.
Yep. Okay.
And make it to the big dance.
That'd be absolutely super.
Dream year would be make it to the big dance on all of them. But yeah, head down, feet forward, and good things to come for me, definitely.
Well, great. I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
I mean, listen, you're a man with a plan. Yep. You're now a fully fledged strongman after 2011.
Yep.
So 2012 now, massive year.
Yeah, looking forward to it very much so, definitely.
Well, I wish you all the best, mate.
Appreciate that.
Really
Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me down in your neck of the woods, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Thank you, great. Thank you.